Hey, great to be with you this morning. It's 11/4/2010, gold 1377. Say it with me, silver 2565 at spot. So that is great. We all knew it was coming, obviously. And so let's go over some of the reasons why. I was watching Da Vinci J15 this morning, one of my favorite people to watch. He was saying China has reduced its silver exports by 60%. Now, so think about that. You've got a country of 1 billion people and the country's leaders reduces the amount of precious metal, i.e. silver, that it's going to export. Why would they be doing that? They're running around with all of our paper notes, taking a look over there at silver, right? Gold and silver, and they're reducing the amount of silver they export by 60%. That is one of those moments where it's like, there is like one of the reasons, obviously, that GATA, or one of the main reasons that it even came about, is the fact that they suppressed the price of silver and the price of gold. It is the fire alarm that tells you, hey, we've got a crap load of fiat currency out there, you better grab something real. So obviously the fire alarm's going off. It's 2565, and what is China doing, or what were they already doing? Reducing the amount that they were exporting. In other words, they're keeping it for themselves. Let's go over waves and cycles. Waves and cycles. First phase is a quiet accumulation phase where people are acquiring their metals, and there's really no fanfare to it. Obviously after the 80s, and silver went back down to, I don't know what it was, 260 an ounce or something like that. I don't know the numbers on that, so please don't quote me. I know it was real low. And people continually started buying it, and there was no fanfare. It wasn't ever in the news. However, the second phase, which is about where I came into the picture, I remember Mike Maloney putting out a video. He said, yeah, we've officially ended phase 1, and we are now in phase 2. And he was saying how he wished it was still phase 1 so he could buy more metal. That's typically, the second phase is typically the longest phase, and the phase where you're going to get your most gains. Then you have the third phase. So you're in your first phase is quiet accumulation. Second phase, it breaks that trend line and starts to head up. Third phase, it eventually goes vertical and then pops off. The top pops off. Sorry about my camera doing its weird thing there. So you have quiet accumulation. You have the second phase, which is usually the longest and most growth, and then you have the third phase where most of the sheep will get in, and they've gotten in too late. When I used to buy and sell cars, there was a saying that went, when we'd go to the auctions, that you make your money when you buy the vehicle, not when you sell it. In other words, if you didn't get the vehicle at the right price, it doesn't really matter, because you're not going to hit the market that vehicle will pull. So, I used to sell about 50 vehicles a year. What a fun hobby that was. It was great. I really, really loved doing that. After 9/11, it was toast. So I sat there. I had 11 cars when 9/11 hit, and I lost money on about half of them, and that's real unusual for me, because I knew what the market would hold and whatnot. And these weren't high-end cars by any means. These were just cars that the average Joe would drive. But so I guess today's video is this. I've already made a few phone calls with people that have been sitting on the fence waiting for the big dip. I agree with Da Vinci in that if you're going to buy, I wish I was in a position to buy more right now. I don't know that I'm going to buy 1 more ounce. I bought most of my position when the metal was about 1050. I dropped a chunk of dough, and now I have it stored, and I feel pretty safe about that. I really wish that I would have doubled it. I wish I would have doubled down. It's just not in the cards for me right now. It may be in the future if something changes, but right now I'm thinking that it's, we're probably going to hit somewhere around $30 before the first of the year, and we'll just have to see what happens from there. But I'm telling you right now, I don't think that I would be waiting for a big dip. If you're on the fence, 26, 26.50, $27. Whatever kind of premium you're paying for your metals, I'm thinking this is probably a good deal, folks. I don't know that I'd be waiting anymore. I think I'd make your purchase now, and smile as it goes up. Morgan SLV out.